act with each other. So this is the core of game theory. So that means when you are making your decisions, you have to consider what actions or what other people doing, so that you have to make your own decisions based on their actions. Okay, so this is the game, popular game that you played before when you are child. When you were a child, you always play the rock paper scissors game with your friends, right? That is game, and also you can apply the game theory to justify and to identify what action and what decision you should make in each round when you are playing the game. In that game, you have to think, what is the action of your opponent, right? So that you may make your best decision when you know what your opponent is going to do, right? Okay, so for example, if you know that your rival is going to play rock, what should you do? Will you play scissors? Of course not, right? You have to win the game. So if you know your opponent is going to play rock, you should play paper, right? To win the game. So that is game theory. You have to consider of the other people's actions for your decision. Okay, so but the question is, do you really know what actions your rival is going to do? No. So it depends on how much information you have. If you have all the information, including what actions your rival is going to do, so you may make a good decision, right? But in most of the time, we don't know what your rival is going to do. So at that time, we have incomplete information. And at that time, what should we do to win the game? Okay, so this chapter is going to tell you all of that. Okay, so there are two scenarios. So if you don't know what others' decision, what should you do? Should you play rock or paper or scissors? If you don't know what your rival is going on. And another situation is, if you know that, if you are God, you know everything, then what should you do? Right? So your response should depend on, do you know or how much you know about your opponent, right? So this is game theory. Okay, so and also the game, the rules of the game or the structure of the game should also affect your decision, affect the analysis. Okay, and simply speaking, there are two main types of games in microeconomics. The first one is one-time games or simultaneous move games. So that means all the people, they have to make their decisions at the same time. So you don't know what is your opponent's decision, and also your opponent doesn't know what is your decision, right? Because everyone should make decision at the same time. So this is what we call one-time game. So you don't know the others, and also the others don't know you. So this is the first type of game. Okay, one-time game or simultaneous move game. And the second type of game is sequential games or sequential move games. Okay, so the two terms are interchangeable. So that means we have stages. When A moves and then B follows. So there will be someone who have to make decisions at first, and the other one make their decisions afterwards. So this is what we call sequential proof games. So that means you may know the actions of the first mover. Okay, so this is second type of game. Okay, this chapter is going to introduce the two games. Under the two games, how to do the analysis, how to maximize your payoffs. So this is the introduction of the brief introduction of chapter 9. Okay, so which one? Dynamic, oh yes, I'm sorry because I revised the PowerPoint, I revised the slides these few days. So I will also update the new one, okay, on iClass. Right, because you are looking for the slides on iClass, and that is an old version. So I will upload it, I will renew it on iClass. But that is the same. So some test books they use dynamic games instead of sequential games, and that is the same. So, because I have to fit to your test book. So the test book use the term sequential games. So I have to standardize everything. Okay, but